special good evening to you, all viewers here in Guyana and around the world. I am Nirmal Sabak with the Wednesday, June 28, 2023 edition of the Globespan 24/7 News. These are the headlines of the top stories we are following today. Romance scammers charged by Soku. 2 die in accident on Hamspire Public Road. Kanurangs charged for stealing diamonds from Suriname's national. Wanted man allegedly shot and killed by police. NGSA results to be released on July 7th. In the region, Barrackpur residents are unhappy with road repairs. And internationally, man and stepson die after hiking in Texas heat. And now for the news.
27-year-old Khadijah Long, of Lot 28 to 26 Central Amelia's Ward. Mackenzie Linden, 27-year-old Wayne Haley, a driver of Lot 194 1st Street, Mocha, East Bank Demerara, 43-year-old Kavan McBean, a postal clerk of Lot 42 Amelia's Ward, Linden, and 36-year-old Nigerian Matthew Ejike Nwakukwu, unemployed of Lot 96 Duncan Street, Kitty, Georgetown, were on Monday, June 26, 2023, charged by the Special Organized Crime Unit, SOCU, with 21 counts of conspiracy to commit a felony and 3 counts of forgery. They all appeared at the Linden Magistrates Court before Principal Magistrate Rondell Weaver, where the charges were read to them, and they all pleaded not guilty. Khadijah Long was charged with 1 count of conspiracy to commit a felony and was placed on $50,000 bail. Wayne Haley was charged with 10 counts of conspiracy to commit a felony and was placed on $300,000 bail. Kavan McBean was charged with 3 counts of forgery and was placed on $100,000 bail, and Matthew Ejike Nwakukwu were also charged with 10 counts of conspiracy to commit a felony and was remanded to prison. The matters were adjourned to July 27, 2023, for statements. 2 persons are now dead following an accident last night which saw a car colliding with an electric bike along the Hampshire Public Road, Currentine. Dead are 24-year-old Brandon Ramsamy, who was driving the car, and 60-year-old Morer Khan, who was on the electric bike. 3 other persons, who were occupants of the car, are injured as a result of the accident. Police said at around 23:30 hours, the car, PRR 7985, was proceeding at a fast rate when the driver lost control and collided with the electric bike, which was proceeding along the footpath of the said road. As a result of the collision, the rider of the electric bike was pitched onto the parapet, then into a drain, where he received injuries about his body while the car turned turtle. The driver and electric bike rider were picked up in unconscious conditions, while the occupants were picked up in conscious conditions by the police and public-spirited citizens and taken to Port Morant Public Hospital, where the driver and electric bike rider were pronounced death on arrival. The injured victims were seen and examined by doctors on duty, treated and referred to New Amsterdam Public Hospital. 2 Customs Anti-Narcotic Unit ranks who allegedly stole diamonds from Gabriel Manichanda, Surinamese national, at Currentine, Berbice on June 20, 2023, were charged with simple larceny.
21-year-old Anik Hosanna of Lot 1314 Diamond Grove, EBD, and 26-year-old Jameen Goddard of Lot 5 Water Street, Baggetstown, EBD, both employed with the Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit, were arrested on June 23, 2023, and charged on June 27, 2023, for simple larceny, contrary to Section 164 of the Criminal Law Offences, Chapter 801. They appeared before Magistrate Rabindranath Singh via Zoom, where the charge was read to them, the Administration of Justice Act was applied, and they both pleaded not guilty. Bail was granted $300,000 each, with the condition that they report every other Friday to the police, while the matter was adjourned to August 3, 2023, for reports and statements.
Police on Tuesday shot and killed William de Abro, for whom a wanted bulletin had been issued on May 5, 2023. Police say that they were informed that de Abro was seen in Bachelor's Adventure East Coast Demerara. A party of police responded, and on arrival at Bachelor's Adventure East Coast Demerara, de Abro, on seeing the police, allegedly drew a firearm from his pants waist and discharged several rounds in the police's direction, the police said. Ranks took cover and discharged several rounds in his direction. De Abro subsequently fell to the ground, where 1.32 Taurus pistol and a magazine containing 3 live rounds were allegedly recovered from his hand. His body was examined, and 1 gunshot wound was seen to his right chest and 1 each to both feet. Dubrow was escorted to the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation, where he succumbed about 1750 hours while receiving medical treatment. The Minister of Education Minister Priya Manikchand on Wednesday said that the National Grade 6 examination results will be released on July 7, 2023, instead of July 17, 2023.
We had said that we would be releasing those results on the 17th of July. It's now changed to the 7th of July, so we're going to be able to release the results early next week, Friday, on the 7th of July. I'm very pleased that we're able to do this in this time. I know parents and children and teachers are very anxious about what September looks like for them and getting prepared for that date. And so we're very glad to be able to do this early. I again implore you that whatever the results are, you're going to be taken care of in high school. We're really on an aggressive push to try to make sure all schools are equal. We can't give necessarily the years that some schools have had and some of the traditions that they have made along the way. So for example, Queen's College is 180 years old, whereas another secondary school may be 30 years old. But what we can do is to make sure every secondary school has all the textbooks they need, all the teachers they need, good facilities in the labs, a library, a good TVET infrastructure, excellent monitoring to make sure teaching is happening. And while it would be reckless of me to say every single school will have that come September, what I can tell you is we will be very, very hard to try to make sure most schools have facilities in place that can deliver a quality education, and very aggressive moves are going to be made to make sure that is being delivered. And so wherever children, whichever school you get, you'll be able to do well if you apply yourself and partner with us in the Ministry of Education, Government of Guyana, as parents and government together to make your children the best they can be. So, results next Friday on the 7th of July, 2023.
Unhappy with the road repairs in their community, residents of Reese Road and St. Croix Road, Barrackpore resumed protests this morning. As early as 7:30 a.m. they threw debris across the road and set it alight, as they called for proper road repairs and paving. Last week the Ministry of Works and Transport, MOUT, commenced repairs, but residents said the work is already deteriorating, leaving the road in a worse condition. Resident Cyril Jadulal complained, "Look at what they did. This thing ain't last 24 hours. I am so ashamed, embarrassment. This is beyond a slap in the face. This is insult in the wound, anything you want to call it." With local government elections coming up, he said the politicians would want his vote, but he prefers to abstain than to give his vote to a party that is doing nothing to improve his life.
According to an article by the BBC News, a Florida man and his teenage stepson died after hiking during extreme heat at Big Bend National Park in Texas, officials said. The boy fell ill along the trail and lost consciousness, and his stepfather was killed in a car accident as he tried to find help, authorities said. The exact causes of their deaths was not immediately known. Texas and other southern states have been experiencing a historic heat wave in recent weeks. The National Park Service has cautioned hikers to stay off trails in the afternoon, stay hydrated and limit sun exposure. The man, 31, and his two stepsons were hiking along the Marufo Vega Trail on Friday in 119F48C heat when the 14-year-old fell ill.
The article further stated that while the stepfather hiked back to his vehicle to seek help, the teen's 21-year-old brother tried to carry him back to the trailhead, according to the National Park Service. The Big Bend National Park's Communications Center received a call requesting emergency assistance at about 1800 local time, 2300 Greenwich Mean Time.